Yes, good morning to all. Yesterday we discussed about that physical and chemical changes and their examples, and today we discussed about that metal properties of metals and non-metals and metalloids. That yesterday also we learned about that what is an element and the classification of elements. That's in the classification of elements we discussed about that now metals. What is a metals? Metals means which loss electrons. We laterly discussed about that again. Loss of electrons of an element is called as the metals. Okay, now we go to that physical properties. Physical properties, that is physical properties of metals. Okay, first properties that we see hard in nature generally. Okay, most of the metals are hard in nature, and then second is they have luster property. They have a luster property. Luster means that is shine. Luster means shine. Okay, and the third we go to that they conduct heat and electricity. Heat and electricity. Okay, they conduct heat and electricity. Next means in metals that carry electricity also and heat. Say for examples, iron utensils that carry heat, and then just copper and then iron and the almost all metals are a good conductor of electricity. Okay, so next is next property is they are ductile. They are ductile. What is ductile? Ductile means can be drawn into thin wires. Can be drawn into thin wires. Okay, this is called as a ductile. Okay, just कॉपर का वायर, जैसे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में हम वायरिंग करते हैं, जो किससे बना हुआ है वो कॉपर से बना हुआ रहता है जनरली. सो हम उस वायर के रूप में देखते हैं हम. सो दैट इज़ दैट मेटल प्रॉपर्टीज़ है. वैसे बहुत सारे मेटल्स भी हम वायर के रूप में ले सकते हैं, लेकिन मेनली हम कॉपर को ज़्यादा यूज़ में लेते हैं. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज दे आर malleable. They are malleable. Malleable means that is can be beaten into thin sheets. Thin sheets. देखो डक्टाइल में होता है जो थिन वायर से. मैलेबल मीन्स कैन बी बिटन, उसको बीट करते हुए मारते हुए हम उसको शीट के रूप में लेते हैं. हम जो कोई भी बॉक्स, बड़ा सा बॉक्स बनाना है तो उसको शीट में कन्वर्ट करते हैं पहले, उसके बाद सोल्डरिंग करते हैं हर जगह भी. फिर से दैट इज कॉल्ड एज ए मैलेबल. ओके, दीज आर द प्रॉपर्टीज. नेक्स्ट इज properties. They are sonorous. They are sonorous. Okay, sonorous means making sound when hit it. मेकिंग साउंड व्हेन हिट इट. उसको कोई भी मेटल्स को हम हिट करेंगे तो इट्स प्रोड्यूस साउंड कॉल्ड एज ए सोनोरस. ओके, these are that main properties of physical properties of that is metals. Okay, almost all are solid in state, so that's why it's hard in nature. Exception is there, except mercury is a metal which is in liquid form. Which is in liquid form. Okay, so except mercury is a metal which is in liquid form. Okay, almost all our metals are just in the form of a solid state. Okay, that's why hard in nature. Okay, these are all that physical properties of metals. Now we discussed about some examples of metals. You know that examples, what you know, that is iron, copper, sodium, aluminium, gold, silver, potassium, okay, etc. Totally there is a 90 above metals are present in that nature. 90 above. So some of the examples are given here. Laterly we discussed about that in higher classes. Some in this year also we study in the 9th class, as well as in higher classes also we study about that metals, again this topic also. Okay, and next we go to that non-metals. Okay, non-metals. What are non-metals? That an element which gain electron or electrons. Okay, so that is called as a non-metal. Okay, what are the physical properties of non-metal? Physical properties of non-metal. Okay, they display a variety of colors. They display a variety of colors, a different variety of colors they display. Okay, so next is this is the first point of physical properties, and second is they are poor conductor. They are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Heat and electricity. Okay, so it does not carry current as well as heat, but metals are carry that's heat and electricity, but it is a poor conductor. It means it does not carry heat and electricity. That's called as a poor conductor. Okay, next is they do not, or they are not lustrous. They are not lustrous, sonorous, or malleable. Okay, they are not lustrous. It does not shines. Exception is there iodine, diamond, that form of carbon. These are all lustrous. Graphite, lustrous, shows the lustrous property. And it does not show the sonorous, malleable, or ductile. Okay, it does not show the ductile property. Malleable property means that the thin sheet, it does not show. Ductile, it does not show. Sonorous, it does not show the property. Lustrous is also does not show. Some exceptional is there, that is iodine, diamond, graphite. These are that non-metal, but it shows luster. But most of the non-metals are in a gaseous form. Okay, generally they are in gaseous form. Generally they are in a gaseous form. Okay, that's for examples of non-metals are, that is carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, chlorine, sulfur, phosphorus. So these are the etc. These are all examples of carbon. It's generally in a gaseous form. That is carbon in a general. That is carbon is different forms have. That is allotrope of carbon is that's diamond and graphite. This is the hardest. Diamond is the hardest substance among all that metals and non-metals, but it is in the non-metal. Oxygen is in gaseous form, hydrogen is in gaseous form, nitrogen is a gaseous form. Okay, so So generally is a gaseous form. Exception is that except bromine is in liquid form. Okay, bromine is in a liquid form. And in a metals, which one is that in a liquid form? Mercury. But in that non-metal, which one is in a liquid form? That is bromine. Okay, these are that some examples of non-metals. Now we go to that topic is metalloids. Metalloids means which shows the behavior of both metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals, or which shows the properties of both metals and non-metals. So in behavior, or you write properties. Okay, which shows that properties of both metals and non-metals, called as the metalloids. Okay, so example: boron, silicon, germanium, etc. These are that some examples of metalloids. Okay, now we go to that topic, that mixtures and compounds. What is the differentiate between the mixtures and compounds? That is mixtures here, and then compounds, which we already discussed in the beginning. What is the mixture and what is a compound? That is that just mixture is a mixed, that's elements or compounds just mix together to form a mixture, and no new compound is formation. Okay, and no new compound is formed. Okay, this is that first point of differentiate between mixture and compounds. And here the first point is elements reacts to form new compound, Okay, this is that first point of differentiate of mixture and compounds. And here no new compound is formed. Here elements react, form new compounds. Okay, now second point, we go to the differentiate. Second point of this mixture, and then what's a it has mixture. It has means a mixture has variable composition. Okay, and here that mixed compounds are the composition of each new substance is always fixed. Okay, say for example, composition of each new compounds, say C plus O2, what's that product is CO2, carbon dioxide is formation. So there is a fixed, always the new substance is formation, carbon dioxide, it react with this, and composition is a fixed here. That's one carbon atom and two oxygen atom make a carbon dioxide. This called as second differentiate of this mixture and compounds. The composition of which new substance is always fixed. That fixed here, that composition. The third is it shows, it means mixture. The mixture shows the properties of the constituent substance. Constituent substances. It shows the properties of constituent substances. Okay, and here the new substance has totally different properties. See, for example, if we mix iron fillings and salt, we can easily separate it. Iron fillings and salt, we can easily see the constituents, the properties of constituents. Here that iron and here is the salt. The salt is white in color, the iron fillings is black in color. Iron fillings means that small pieces of iron. So we can, if the mixture is iron fillings and salt, the properties can show it. But in this, the new product is formation, new substance is formation, totally different properties it shows. Okay, so for example, copper sulfate reacts with zinc. What's that product is formed? Zinc sulfate plus carbon. It's totally new product is formed and its property is totally different from this. Okay, so this is that new substance has totally different property shows. Okay, next is point is it can be separated by physical methods. Okay, now here it can be separated by chemical or electrochemical reactions. Electrochemical reactions means by passing electricity in the chemical, so we can separate it that. Okay, so by chemical process we can separate it. This, see here how we separate that copper here with the help of a zinc. We separate this copper. Okay, by these methods we can separate these compounds, but mixtures we can separate by physical methods. Say here that mixture is iron fillings and salt. How can we separate it? Only by using that magnet we can separate the iron fillings, because magnet attract the iron fillings, that all that iron fillings are attracted by the magnet and the salt. By this we can separate it by physical methods, and it can be separated by chemical process. Okay, or electrochemical reactions. This is that second chapter, and you do that question answers, and then all that notes in your registers. Okay, next we laterly discussed about that new chapter. Okay, thank you.